Kickoff expected at 2 o'clock here in a fairly overcast Cardiff, Leckwith. As we wait for the two teams to come out, I thought I would introduce myself. My name is Tom Hopkins. I'm joined on co-coms today by Luke Flindle. Luke, excited for today's match?
Afternoon, Tom. Yeah, really excited today. Bluebirds will be looking to bounce back after the defeat to Crewe Alexandra, and what better occasion to do it than at the Cardiff City Stadium.
Yeah, exactly that. I think for those who tuned in last time out, it was a very enjoyable one for the home supporters. A 4-0 victory at CCS, which, you know, it's always good to see it. Over the road, it's always good in Leckwith, but when they're playing here, I imagine it's a bit more special for those players to have the full kind of first team environment in terms of the facilities available and playing on that full-size pitch as well. You know, the PDL, it's a good competition. City, well, bit of a mixed bag of form in the last couple of weeks, but, you know, 4-0 win last time here. Plenty of goals scored, plenty of games still to play in this season, of course, with it finishing in May. And Barnsley, you know, good opportunity to get another win on the board, I think.
Yeah, definitely. It's really important today to get that win. As you said, Cardiff City Stadium is a great opportunity for the young lads to get a third of playing in a stadium like this.
Just looking forward now to teams coming out, a little bit delayed. Then we will be underway shortly, you'd like to think. Just a word on today's visitors, Barnsley, with 27 points earned from 27 appearances. Only 6 wins in the PDL this campaign. But nonetheless, of course, you've got to disregard any kind of previous form, I think, in fixtures in the PDL. You know, there's so many different factors that affect the lineups, etc. And City, of course, looking for that good bit of consistency here at CCS. A repeat of last time out would be the goal, you'd think. Now, Luke, what would you say player-wise? Are you excited to see out there? I know that Tanas Niaku is one that has been popular.
Yeah, definitely. Niaku, obviously, he's been playing really well recently, so really excited to see him. And then Dylan Lawler at the back has been superb all season, intercepting those passes in crucial moments, and I think he's going to be a really important player for the Bluebirds today.
Now the teams do walk out, just note the home team, of course, in the Bluebirds blue colours. Visitors in their grey shirts and remaining red strip. And I'll take this opportunity just to introduce both sides, the lineups. Starting with Cardiff City under 21s, we've got Luke Armstrong, Raheem Conte, Josh Beecher, Derek Badahan, Dylan Lawler, Freddie Cook, Isaac Jeffries, number 8 Cody Twos, Tanas Niaku, number 9, with Troy Perrott and Sekou Kaba. On the bench, of course, goalkeeper Sam Jones with Dakar Mafiko, Will Spears, Louis Giles and Cole Fleming. That's a strong bench, some good options on the bench for City once again today. We'd like to think there'd be an exciting start, hopefully, but good options there. And going into Barnsley's starting lineup, 1 Adam Hayton. We've got plenty of trialists out there today, so trialists are number 2, 6, 7, 8 and 10. And named players, we've got number 3 Hayden Pickard, 4 Nathan James, 5 Bailey McCann, 9 and captain Josiah Dyer, and 11 Mason Zondo. 3 on the bench of 12 Jean-Claude Machiesi, 14 Kieran Graham and 15 Luke Alka. Now both sides just getting ready, final preparations are done. City quick team talk, huddled together, middle of their half. Now you'd imagine It's an important one for them to bounce back, having lost 4-2 away last time out. Home form has been a big factor for the Bluebirds. Some really good results over this season. No doubt they'll be bolstered by playing at CCS, and looking forward to hopefully another good performance here today.
Yeah, definitely. We're really open for this win, need to bounce back, but as you said, their home form's been superb this season, and that'll definitely give them some confidence that they can get the result today.
Now it's visitors who will be kicking off. Slight delay to kick off, but looks like we're about to be underway. Here we go. Ball's put forward. Josh Beecher into action early here. Clears it well. Down towards his near side. Tykes do go back. Nathan James finds keeper Adam Hayton. Hayton back to James here on this near side. Puts it forward, but Raheem Conte is there, picks it out nicely. Heads to safety. And a throw in for the visitors. Just on the halfway line here. Hayden Pickard to take the throw in. Cut out there. That's when Nuakua getting involved defensively. It's always good to see from the forward. It's a great pass up that is from Freddie Cook. Tripera loses possession, however, but he's won back quickly. Finds Nuakua on this near side. Back to Conte. And turn to Lawler. And all the way to Armstrong. Armstrong now to Lawler. Ball at his feet, looking comfortable here. Vedette just ahead. And Cook, City recycling well here, just back and forth, but the press is there from Barnsley. It's on this near side. He's looking, found Nasser Nuakua, who's done very well there. Just to get past his man. Holds it nicely. Still on the near side. Better to give out a hand. On the far side. Back to Gabadahan. Slightly heavier touch than he'd have liked, and he's dispossessed. Back it comes now. City's turn to press. Keeper makes up his mind, goes right. Turns the ball forwards. With Cook there to hopefully see this one out. Picks Armstrong. Does a good job there not to give away a corner kick or lose possession. Now it's Raheem Conte on this near side, quickly back to Lawler. Lawler's looking at his options. Finds Deathly Gabadahan. City just recycling nicely when they do get the ball at their feet here. Picks up Lawler on this near side. Conte. 50-50 there. Comes out on top though. Gabadahan quickly just finds Cook. And out again we go. Plenty of possession for City thus far. Conte looks to make the run, but Lawler's not picked him out there. Now back comes number 9 to announce for Nuakua. Takes the turn.
Yeah, they're doing really well to keep possession, nice and composed, just buying their time at the back.
Now on the far side. See them trying to work the Tykes out, I think, here. It's good structure from the visitors. That is a nicely lofted pass down towards Sekou Kaba here on this near side, number 11. Good battle there from Raheem. Luke, what do you think so far?
Yeah, I think the Bluebirds have started really well. They've kept possession nicely, and they're just waiting to find that ball in behind. But Barnsley are staying really compact to the back and making it difficult to find any space.
Yeah, certainly a challenge for the Bluebirds here. Look like they're really hard to break down initially, this Barnsley side. Bit of a miss-hit there on the clearance by Bailey McCann. Adam Hayton more than happy to just pick that one up though. Goes to his left and down this near side. Tykes come. Lawler just reading that one well, seeing it go past him, and Armstrong well off his line to get that one to feet. Here's Jeffries, number 7. Goes for the 1-2 there. Adete is not quite able to pick out Jeffries, who had made the run. Some good pressure there. And was picked up seemingly. No, not quite. Good challenge there to stop Tenaswa before he's able to run away with it.
Yeah, really good pressing there. Just not quite able to get around the last man.
Now Hayton picks it up after deliberating for some time. Comes down this near side again. But City press, forcing Hayton to kick long. Cooks there comfortably enough. Wrestles his man off the ball. And Armstrong now. Ball at his feet to Beecher. Just quite composed at the moment from the Blues, I think, in their possession, not rushing it as such. Unfortunate slide there from Perrott as he's about to receive the ball from Lawler. And Hayton once again. Barnsley playing from deep. He's gone long. Lawler's there, bit of a foot race, but seemingly comfortable enough with the ball to find Armstrong as well. Now Armstrong to Cook. Good ball forward there, very nice and direct, simple enough. It's just cycled quickly. Well, that looked a good effort initially from Nyakua to find Kaba on this near side. A bit too much on it, unfortunately, but good to see City, willing to mix it up in how they're getting the ball around the pitch.
Yeah, it was the right idea there, looking to get it out wide, but just a little bit too much on the pass. But great to see the boys switching it up and trying different styles to get forwards.
Certainly that. Here's Dete laying it off to Conte. Doing well here in that battle. No foul given either way. Conte did have the ball, but he's challenged well by Bailey McCann. Looks to win it back with Kaba. That press again effective as City get the ball back quickly there. Here's Lawler just commanding on this near side. Gone for a nice incisive pass, but not quite picked out his line right. The Tykes do have the ball again. Trying this back to Hayton. Again, Hayton goes right. It's looking to build up, but City do win the ball back quickly there, thanks to Adete. It's a good tackle. Well done to him, not giving away a foul there. The overhit pass, I think, from Jeffries.
Yeah, City started really brightly. They're keeping the ball nicely, and they're just waiting to get those balls in behind. Nothing's happened yet, but it's definitely coming.
It looks that way. It's really composed stuff, so you just need to remain switched on here, because the press has been really good deep in the Barnsley half. Really have suffocated them for just possession, as we see here. It's a quick 1-2. Beecher on the far side. What's he going to do with it? It's a little nick on the ball there. Dispossesses him. And now Barnsley back in deep. They look to break away. Some good passing here. Now here's James back to the try list in that central defensive position. Quick little turn there before laying it back to Hayton once again. Barnsley, of course, just comfortable here to put the ball back at the feet of their keeper and start from there. But it does mean that they're open to this press. Fedete doing a good job there, and he's got it again here. That's an actual. What's he got to do? Back to Twos he goes. Twos picks out Jeffries, and in he comes, number 7. And that is a good chance for the Bluebirds there. I think Jeffries did about all as much as he could have done, wins the corner kick.
Yeah, he's done really well there to make the space to get the ball into the box, and City are just unlucky that no one's in the right spot to put that in, but there's a corner there and an opportunity to get a goal.
Yeah, it's well worked, I think. In the end, it does take a good block to force that deflection. It goes out for the corner. Plenty of blue shirts inside the area here as the cross comes in from the corner kick. Seemed to just come off Lawler glancing there, not quite able to get as much power on it as he'd like with his leaning back. Here's that build up again from the lower angle, but it's good direct play again from Jeffries, which is what we're used to seeing him contribute. And again, here's Lawler. He's got his hand held a bit, seemingly just the ball glances off his head. And from another angle. That's a good effort. It's a great cross in as well, full credit where it's due. Tasper holds it up. He's got plenty of grey shirts around him. Seems to have caught a stray boot, but no foul given. One given there though. Referee pulling back for Cody 2's foul. Taken somewhat quickly here, but it's cut out well by Raheem, who's been doing well for the 21s over the last couple of weeks when he's been coming back into regular playing for the Bluebirds. Time for City to press once again, it seems, as the ball goes back to Hayton. He goes long, but again Conte is there. He's read it so well, I think, so far.
Yeah, he's been doing really well. He's cut out all the danger. He's just not really giving them a sniff on that left-hand side. No,
exactly that. He's just been switched on to the defensive challenge, and he's a player who likes to contribute going forward as well, as we know. Starting to see what he and his counterpart Beecher does as well as this match goes on. Referee just let him play run there, as it seemed that two players had come together. Beecher goes back from the throw-in to Cook. Here we are again. Tanaswa just gives himself, makes an option there. Cycles it quickly. And Caba's onto the ball now. Passed it away. But the linesman's flag is up with City winning a throw-in. Now Conte at this near side. Got the option with Tanatsra there. Blue shirts around him as he's pressed. Back to Lawler we go. Lawler to Armstrong. Another keeper who is comfortable enough with the ball at his feet. City to just have that platform. Open up these passes as we're seeing here. It's a battle there between Perrott and McCann. McCann comes out on top this time though. Gives it back to the goalkeeper. Barnsley now on the front foot as they look to get into the City half. Now, Adete just a bit of a professional foul there, I think, just slowing the game down nicely. No yellow card given. Barnsley just looking to up the tempo, it seems a bit here. They recycle it nicely on this near side. And back to the centre back once again. Here's James on the ball. Cabba looking for it. Conte's on it now though. Corner kick for the visitors. Trialist takes a shot on, it does take a slight deflection. Just City shown there, I think, that the danger of those passes when it's been crisp all the time, if you switch off and it gets a bit heavier, a bit sloppier than you'd like. They are looking for that opener, Barnsley, when they are given the chance.
Yeah, exactly that. They've been really composed at the back so far, but it just shows one error at the back. It can lead to a really dangerous opportunity for Barnsley.
Now from the set piece, that blocks him in the technical area, just giving orders to his players. Cabba does get the ball. It's a bit of a challenge on him, but he's pressing again. Just holding up his man nicely there. And it's won by the Bluebirds. That's some very good work. As Cabba's played forward, that's for Nyakua in support. Pass is cut out, however, by a trialist and played out for a throw-in for the visitors.
Yeah, it was the right idea there, getting forward nice and quickly. But his pass just didn't have enough on it and was cut out by the Tykes.
Sekou Kaba, of course, the newest addition to this under-21 side, with previous experience with the academy at Manchester United. Free kick now, taken by Gabadahan towards Perrott. Twos, and on this near side now, Raheem Conte gets the ball. Hidden Pickard latches onto that loose pass nicely, however. Tykes once again just recycling, going along. Beecher sees it go over him, chases down nicely. Concede the throw in, but kills that chance. And once again, for the visitors, a throw in deep in the City half. Taken about a hand. It's just enough there for that ball to go loose and cleared by Cook. It's a good press there by Nyakua. It's doing just enough to that ball be picked up by Lawler. Pass it to his centre-back partner there. As Armstrong has the ball and he's comfortable with it, just signalling his defenders to go forwards, given that offensive option. Lawler again here. Finds that space there, Cook does, into Gabadahan, sitting just in front of defensive line. Here's Sekou Kaba, pass it back on the first touch. It's back to him, quick 1-2, and again, Twos has beaten the offside trap. which is cycled with Lawler receiving.
Really encouraging signs here from City, starting to get on the front foot slightly more, and that pass from the back was brilliant there to find Cabra on the wing.
Yeah, precisely that. I think just needing to find that gap in the armour, it feels like, with them being so compact. Tight-knit defensive unit for the Tykes here. Perrott takes it forwards. Cabatier on this near side. The option to cross perhaps, needs to make it. Dribbles in. And back to Conte. That certainly seemed like a foul from where I'm stood. Luke, I'm not sure about you, but that cross seemed destined to find the head of Isaac Jeffries before he does take to the ground. Be interesting to see this one on the replay.
From up here, it certainly looked like a penalty should have been given there.
Yeah, that will be one to watch back. Well, that one is a foul, however, on Troy Perrott. Just on the edge of this final third. Now here we are with the replay. Bit of physicality there inside the area, but City again creating those threatening opportunities. There's a few more of them if they want to break the deadlock here. It must have been a tightly fought, well contested first half between these two sides here at CCS. Now Adam Hayton has the goal kick. Picking his spot as the outfield players prepare to receive the long ball. On this far side, it's a battle there. Beecher just getting his head onto it. And the visitors now have the throw-in. Pulled back slightly by the referee here. Same thing with He's looking for this pass in towards a trialist. He's gone for a cross, but there's no one there to receive it other than Armstrong. Gladly accepts that one before finding Conte quickly. That's a great ball down this near side towards Cabba. Who's he got waiting for him in the box? Starts with Niakua. Manages to get a touch on it and another to keep the ball in play. There it is dispossessed, however. Tykes may look to break themselves here. Quickly just recycling, setting the pace for themselves again. Good work there by Adete Gabadahan. Two's now comfortable near the halfway line, finds Lawler. And see what options he has around him before picking Raheem Conte. It's back to Lawler. Armstrong's there though, already outside of his area. He's come forward to claim it nicely. For City go again. In this new phase beginning with Lawler again. Now Cook goes for that nicely weighted pass towards Jeffries on the far side, who bursts forward. Looks to be held up, but wins the throw-in nicely. Throw-in goes back to Cook. Perrott to Cook. And off to Adete. Now the cross on the left foot. It's a great cross in, but Cabba's not quite there to collect from Beecher. And likewise from the other side, counterpart Raheem Conte looks for Tanatswa. but it is well blocked. Promising though again from City.
Yeah, two really good crosses there into dangerous areas. I think they were unlucky that Nyako couldn't get into the right space to get on the end of it, but really encouraging signs from City, keeping it at the back nice and composed and then breaking when the opportunity appears.
That's a good amount of balance there, I think, between the comfort on the back line of picking their passes with two centre-backs who are willing to play the ball as they'd like to, combined then with these wide options, pace coming in before delivering the crosses towards Niku and Kaba in this case. All City the last couple of minutes in terms of possession, with Cook and Lawler having the lion's share. Goes for the bigger pass there and finds Conte brilliantly. He's burst down this near side, goes for the cross on the right foot. Oh, and that is one that Cody Twos will wish that he'd managed to put away there. He's had a bit of time, hasn't he, to watch that one come in. It's weighted brilliantly, the cross, but he's just slightly overdone it.
Yeah, it was a really good cross there. He's done well to get rid of his marker, but just couldn't quite get it on target.
And of course, he's had to get himself around that ball in the end. It's great work from Conte on the ball to find him as well. He's got the space, but just the direction on it has not gone how he'd have liked. And City come again here. Here's Jeffries. Just slightly overdone on the final touch before looking for the shorter cross there. But he does get back, rushing now into position defensively as the Tykes look to break, but it's a good block by Beecher. Just takes the sting out of that attack as the Tykes recycle again on the halfway line. Important there by Beecher, defensively so sound today. The far side, just getting those key touches and blocks in. This is now with a throw in near the goal line. Off the cross, but Badahan has got a touch on it. It's come off his back and out for a corner kick.
Yeah, when Barnsley have had attacks in this game, City have done really well. They stayed nice and compact at the back and just put their bodies in the way.
So the danger from the set piece. Not seen too much. This being only, I think, the second corner kick for Barnsley. It comes in. And Perrott wins the battle there at that far post. Seen out. Another throw in for the visitors. Hidden pick out there with the ball. Looking for the options. And City mark their men. It's putting in the trialist. He's holding the ball up, but Perrott does get a touch in. Pass into the area, however. Comfortable enough in the end for Armstrong to save from Mason Zondo. City perhaps a bit disappointed to have let the shot go in at all. Tykes now pushed back to the defensive line. The ball at their feet, just looking to restart. Pressure now from Nyakua, makes it go back to Adam Hayton between the sticks. Back to James, it's near side, looks for the cross-field kick. But Beecher is there again, wins a headed effort, Jeffries flicks on, but it's back at the feet of the Tykes now. Audacious pass, it's got to be said. Picked a good line to get it through there, but nobody on the receiving end. Armstrong just marshalling the players around him, and he's got the ball at his feet. Just illustrating that game plan of being comfortable enough to pass it around.
Yeah.
Beach a bit of sin.
I think the manager will be really happy with how City have played so far. They've stayed nice and composed, just kept the ball, not rushed anything, and then they've taken their moments to go forward. Nothing's come off yet, but...
And as you say that, it's another good chance, and unfortunately Troy Parrott has sent it off target. But that is another brilliant chance, and again, Conte with a golden opportunity there, making a golden opportunity.
Yeah, I'll be disappointed to not have got that on target, but credit to Conte there, he's done excellently, as he has all day today.
Yeah, certainly, defensively, so good for this 21 side, but here it is on the replay. Cut it back, isn't it? Nicely along the floor, and Parrott just, unfortunately, he's gone with it with the first time, which is definitely the right idea with that space around him. Would have had the keeper beaten, you'd think, but somehow not got it on target. City will have to go again. Good battling there from Beecher. Just pushing the visitors back into their own half. Try this now. Back to James. James again. Into Hayton. Now Hayton goes long onto this near side. Battle with Conte and back to Lawler. Taking a bit of a nick, however. Cabba's there. Tries to find Gabadahan, but it's cut out. Back again to Hayton between the sticks. Just waiting for his players to reset here before he goes down to number 4, Nathan James. Was on the end of it. City try and keep it in here. Conte not quite able to. And a throw in for the visitors now. Waiting for those options. Looks like hard to find one, but it's gone on. And it's cut out before that comes to any danger, and back to Armstrong from Beecher. Just loses it off to Cook there. Now the centre back got options around him. Where will he put it? He's gone across to Beecher, who in turn has found Nyakua in that bit of space. Look to break City. But Gabadahan goes forwards to Parrott. Calls for a foul there on the number 10, but nothing given. So Tykes now have the ball and they are advancing inside City's half on the far side. The cross comes in, but it is cut out nicely by Lawler. And City get the chance to counter here. Parrott and Nyakua between them. Here's Nyakua, plenty of grey shirts around him. Puts it onto his right foot. What's he going to do? He takes a shot, it's blocked. Back to Cabba. Cabba has a go. It's gone wide there from 25-30 yards out. But perhaps one of the better options given just the amount of grey shirts around him and all of his teammates marked ahead of him anyway.
Yeah, Barnsley are sitting back very deep. Didn't have many options there forward, so probably the right decision to take a strike at goal.
Yeah, seemed to open up for him nicely. Now a goal kick. On the replay we can see here just Nyakua comfortable on the ball, creates a bit of space for himself and has the shot blocked. Kaba, you know, not the wrong option at all. It looks like it's just sat up nicely. Swift just off, however. Now the visitors inside the city area. That's cut out by Cook. Dangerous low cross. Here's Jeffries on the far side. As he got ahead of him is Troy Perrott making the run. Back to Hayton it goes. As the Tykes reset. Keeper in no rush here. Just let his teammates get back into position before he makes a decision. And forward to the trialist there. Nicely picked out towards James now on this near side. Seen plenty of ball between him and Hayden Pickard. Trialist now in the midfield area. Fairly attritional between the two sides and how they've decided to go about things so far. 35 minutes played and they go back to Hayton again. Seen plenty of the ball for the visitors. Now options present themselves. And he goes long. One for Conte perhaps. Goes in for it, but it is flicked forward onto the 10. Now Lawler has the challenge. He makes it well. Crucial block there. And a corner kick for the visitors again. But promising defensively, at least from City, when these threats are coming in.
Yeah, he's read that really well there and just blocked the danger. And he's been superb all afternoon, just making those vital interceptions. But whenever Barnsley have got an attack, City's defence seems to be able to deal with them.
And let's hope that's the case from this set piece. See on the replay there, just pat on the back from Freddie Cook. And Cook does head away. Crosses well off. Up for a goal kick with Armstrong rushing back to the field of play. Off he goes towards Cook. Back to Armstrong. Again marshalling his centre backs around him. Just get them forwards. City again pondering where is the gap in the armour as they go towards Beecher.
Yeah, Barnsley's whole team staying really compact, not leaving many gaps for them, but they're staying calm and just waiting for the right time.
And here we have it from Barnsley. It's cut out by the trialist before they recycle it, make City work in that press again in the midfield areas. Trialist as well from midfield. As they go again on the far side. Plenty of blue shirts there. It's a good City press, but can they win possession? Jeffries claiming for the throw-in. Having made a good challenge there. But it's not gone his way. Now the trialist takes the throw in towards a fellow trialist in midfield. They come and recycle, creating just a bit of space for themselves on that far side. And towards the City area they come. As the Blues look to reposition this Cabba there, does enough to force his man to cut back. Cross is lofted in. It's gone too high, however, for Benny McCann to get an effort on goal with that header just hanging inside the 6-yard box. Now on the replay. The threat against City.
Yeah, Cabba initially did really well on the edge of the box there to just turn the danger away and force the cross, but no Barnsley player was able to get on the end of it.
Certainly proving that City do need to stay switched on, even if they do have majority of possession here at CCS. Back to Cook we go. Picks out Lawler on the near side. Conte with about a hand, a quick 1-2. It's cut out before Nyakua can receive from Conte. Throw in for the Bluebirds. Back to Gabadahan. Gabadahan again, chests it down. Good touch. But challenged. And loses possession for Conte himself. Wins it back quickly. And Nyakua is waiting for Cabba, rather, number 11. Looks for Nyakua. Seems to have made the run and recycles to Conte, but he's pressed off it right away. It's a corner kick for the Bluebirds. Just a bit scrappier there than they'd like to think, but nonetheless a corner kick, good chance for the Bluebirds now.
Yeah, Conte, I've mentioned it a couple of times, done superbly, making vital interceptions and then just pushing the team forwards when needed. But yeah, the Bluebirds would have hoped to get a bit of a better attack there, but a corner ball nonetheless.
Now Troy Perrott stood over this one, deliberating on what to do with it. Goes low towards Conte, lofted cross. Gabadahan gets it down towards Cabba, but it is cut out well in the end. Now on the far side, Cook dispossessed, but it's a throw in. Just a couple of minutes left on this half. How do you think City can reflect on it, and what do you think will be the consensus in that dressing room at half time?
Yeah, I think overall they'll be fairly happy. Barnsley, they've stayed really tight at the back, but that hasn't affected City. They've stayed calm, they've kept their composure, and they've just kept the ball really well. They just need that one killer finish to really open the game up.
It's been a very fairly cagey affair, really, not as fast and free-flowing as you'd like, with the ball kind of going between the two sides quite often in the middle of the park. City, I think, the better of the two based on the performance here, but just doing well to win the ball back pretty much as soon as losing it. They press to win it back right away. On this far side now, Jeffries got the ball at his feet. What's he looking to do here? He breaks forwards, left-footed cross in towards Cabba. Cabba meets it, and it's off the upright there. Great effort from Cabba, and the cross in from Jeffries is terrific.
Yeah, he's done really well to get up there and meet it, and he's so unlucky to hit the post there, but brilliant from City there.
Yeah, he's got Adam Hayden beat. Throw in, free kick rather, in the middle of the park now, taken by James. Back to Hayton we go again. As the Tykes reset. Back and forth with James. Goes forwards this time towards Pickard. Trialist goes long. Two tries to take it down. Now Cook just heads it forwards. Gabadahan able to take that ball on. Jeffries is going to look for Beecher here perhaps. No, takes it forward himself and then finds Josh. Foul by Beecher there, unfortunately. Only just dispossessed, and tries to get a foot on the ball right away, but has given away the free kick, unfortunately. Now here is the replay, and it's a great header. He has a lot of time to just get up into the air. Sekou Kaba just watches it come in nicely. He's free there, and it's such a fine margin, isn't it, between it coming off the post and going in.
Yeah, he's done really well to rise so high there, and there's not much of the goal for him to aim at, but he's tried to go right into that bottom hand corner there, and he's so unlucky to hit the post.
Can't imagine there'd be too much left on for stoppages here with 15 or so seconds remaining of the 45. City look to win it. Troy Perrott has got the ball in his own half, bursts forward, looks for Nyakua. Now he looks to be away with support. Just needs to get the cross in, but he is dispossessed. It's a good challenge in the end. City now with a throw in deep inside the Barnsley half. Good work from Nyakua. He sees the options inside the area. He's got Twos and Kaba rushing forward. But the tackle from this and James is very good. Here's the throw in. And Jeffries sets a bit of space for Beecher. Cross cut out, however. And finally cleared by Barnsley, and half-time is called by the referee. We're going into the break here, 0-0. I think it's a performance so far. City have had the better of the chances, but just not quite able to break the deadlock.
Yeah, they just need to get that crucial goal here, but I think they've been the better side this first half, and it's important to see how they come out second half and try and get that goal.
We will leave you for the break and be back in 15 minutes or so for the second half. We leave it Cardiff City under 21 0, Barnsley under 21s 0 at CCS. Welcome back to Cardiff City TV for the second half of this under-21s PDL fixture between Cardiff City and Barnsley. We're here at CCS. The score 0-0 at the break. With City now just getting ready to kick off this second half. And we're underway. Back to Luke Armstrong we go from Cody Twos in midfield. Armstrong goes long. Beecher finds it. He's looking for Nyakua. Makes the half turn but is dispossessed. So we've taken a bit of a knock, but hopefully back on his feet imminently. Gabadahan now with the ball. Takes it forwards and Beecher on this near side. Down the left he goes. He's still got the ball there. That's really well cut out by the trialist before Nyakua is able to strike, and City starting this one with a lot of tempo. Well done again there from Beecher, once again involved. Gabadahan finds him. It's cut out, however. Now the Tykes with the ball at their feet for the first time. A few passes together down this near side. Trialist with the ball now. He goes back to the number 8. Andy McCann. And Adam Hayton in between the sticks. In turn goes long. Lola wins that battle. Takes his header on. Gabadahan looking to clear up. And number 15. Substitute at the break with Louis Giles coming into the fray. Good to see Louis, of course, once again with the 21s here. As Conte looks forward towards Cabba. He's got the ball inside the area. The low cross is there. It's well held up, however. What a start for City, eh?
Yeah, that was a really good move down the right-hand side there. Just unlucky to not get it to the striker's feet there, but that's the second good attack City have had already.
Precisely that, plenty of intent, and you can see that energy just coming out of the break. Bit of a respite, team talk, and City really just playing with intent now. Its opening moments. Corner kick. Troy Perrott stands over it. It's going to be an in-swinger off the right foot. Fortunately, looks to have flown well, but Adam Hayton does get onto it. Comfortable enough for the goalkeeper in the end. Now just considering his options with the ball left hand. 2 minutes of repositioned as the ball goes long. It's a battle again for Lawler. Ball flicked on. Cook makes a good touch and slight advantage initially from the referee. Looks to now have expired as the Tykes recycle. Billy McCann goes forwards, finds a trialist centrally, and it's cut back in towards Josiah Dyer. Forward they go, but Lawler's there to cut that out before any danger comes from it. Now Beecher, back to Giles he goes. Twins and Giles just between them. And Cook back, he's got the option from Armstrong, came forward, opted for twos instead. And Nyakua, just an unfortunate touch, unfortunately. Just taking his foot off the ball, perhaps. Passing the ball around and gone from near side to far as we see it. Nyakua, he's looking for Cabba, he's found him. Inside the area is Cabba. Taking up his options. Nyakua takes the strike with the first touch, gets it again. How's that for an opener? Perhaps a little unorthodox in the way that one's gone in the end, but good perseverance between Kaba and Nyakua for who's seems to have been called back. However, I thought that was a goal and the referee was pointing towards the halfway line, but apparently not.
Looks like maybe offside there. Not quite sure what happened. I thought it was a goal as well from up here.
Apologies to any viewers who may have jumped out of their seats at that one. Back to 0-0 we are. Comes Kaba again, so threatening in this second half, tries to take it on himself, burst of pace, but he's cut out as the ball goes back to Hayton.
Yeah, Kaba's looked really positive since coming out after the break. A few good runs down that right hand side, and he's looking like the City goal might come from that right hand side.
Yeah, certainly, he's very direct, the Bluebirds so far when they have got the ball. It does mean, however, that perhaps they won't see quite as much of it if they are taking those risks with it. Now Twos tries to make the challenge, but the ball is spread. And Adete is there to clear up. It's out for a throw-in to Barnsley, as Nathan James makes his way over. Pick the ball up. Play once again. Barnsley on the front foot, trying to make a bit of space for himself there as Beecher marshals him out towards the trialist now on this near side. He's cut in, got options around him, manages to hold on to it somehow. No foul claim, none given. Can only clear as far as the edge of that opening third, however. Dete has to rush forwards again, and Lawler in the battle holds his man up well. The trialist goes laterally towards Nathan James, and the winger on that far side there. Back to James again, to Picard. And the trialist between them, passing it around, taking on the shot himself, but it has been overhit. Armstrong not too pleased that the shot's been allowed to be taken there. But a let-off for City, following some good offensive pressure from the visitors, has got to be said.
Yeah, City look like they're taking a few more risks this half, trying to push for that opener, but it is leaving them slightly open at the back, giving Barnsley a few more opportunities.
That is, of course, downside to any risk, really. In a game that was so tightly fought in this first half as well. Barnsley really held their own defensively. Been some good City pressure. Now Troy Perrott puts it towards Beecher, who's alleged to have been offside there, unfortunately. Looked like a well-weighted ball, but the linesman flag was up against Beecher. Looked a close call, really. Now here's Hayton going long with the free kick into the City area. Lawler towards Giles. Goes long over the head of Beecher, City do win it back. Giles again. Into Gabadahan. Back to Lawler. So comfortable on the ball so far. He's considering his options and takes it towards his far side. Conte now. Clips it forwards. Not getting as far as Nyakua, but that doesn't matter. City still have possession. Now Giles with the option. Comes towards its near side, but it's cut out nice in the end. Got to make that challenge. It's a throw in for the hosts. Giles just forcing the heavy touch. Lawler now took about a hand. Back to Lawler. Just slowly advances up the pitch. Now Beecher looks set to have beaten the offside trap with that clip ball. Well weighted, and Giles just waiting with the left-footed cross with that first touch. It's cut out nicely, however. Tykes do get ball back in their own half. Not for how long with this City press. Gone long, and Cook reads that really well to head towards Gabadahan in midfield, just waiting for it. Now they get to reset. And Armstrong again, telling his teammates, go wider. That they do. Now Lawler again in this central defensive position. He's Beecher as a real outlet so far in these opening 10 or so minutes of the half.
Yeah, he's looked really positive, moved a bit further forward this half, and him and Giles on the left hand side are linking up really well and creating some real danger for the Barnsley right back to deal with.
Of course, it's interesting one for Beecher to be in those defensive positions. He's someone who defensively very sound, but he's got the pace to get forward and the drive, and the way that he likes to play is to go forwards. Now Tu's got the ball, does well to find Beecher. Ball looked a little overhit, but instead it has gone to Sekou Kaba, who in turn finds Raheem Conte on the far side. And Conte just considering his options here. No immediate press, and goes to Troy Perrott. Perrott takes it across towards Beecher. It's a good opening touch, but looks to have been challenged and wins the throw-in. Back to Lawler we go. Plenty of time here to decide and just let his teammates reform around him. Perrott drops in. He's gone to Nyakua. There's a little nutmeg there as he takes the ball centrally. What's he going to do with it? Plays through twos, and that will be a goal. And the opener from the Bluebirds, thoroughly deserved, and what a way to open it with 58 minutes played.
Yeah, just what City have been looking for this half. They've been applying pressure to the Barnsley defence, and the goals come now. It was a beautiful through ball from Nyakua and finished off pretty nicely.
Exactly that. I think that's something that Tanatsu would have, wanted to add to his game with those assists. He's scored plenty this season, done so much going forwards. What I'm looking forward to watching on the replay here. Here we go. Lawler to Perrott. Perrott in towards Nyakua. Little nutmeg. It's a great finish as well, isn't it? So composed.
Yeah, really calm there to just take that round the keeper and give himself an open goal to put it into.
Really operating with not much space there. Just beating the offside trap. Holding off on the run. That first touch just takes it away from the goalkeeper. City can be happy with that one. Been knocking on the door, especially throughout this opening 15 minutes or so of the second half.
Yeah, they come out with real intensity, pushing from the front, and they've got their goal that they've been looking for. So it'd be interesting to see how they set up now they're in the lead.
You feel there's plenty more still to come in this fixture as we approach 60 minutes. Trialist has just been receiving some medical attention, but he is back on his feet, fortunately. been impressive for the visitors this afternoon in that defensive midfield role. Looks like he's been subbed off with number 12, Jean-Claude Machiesi, coming on. Parrott battling there in the middle of the field. Gabadahan rushing onto the ball. Finds Giles on this near side. He's got Beecher just ahead of him. Picks him out. Back in. It's a nice effort, but it is cut out well. And here's Gabadahan again, just clearing him nicely from that defensive midfield role. Lawler's got space around him. And time to pick out a pass. Hughes drops in as the option, but he goes instead towards number 10, Troy Parrott. Now Raheem Conte does well there, just avoids a flying tackle. Drives forward himself towards the edge of the area. Parrott again. Sekou Kaba now on this far side. Got the option, just composed here. City in no immediate rush. Not to force the chance, but to wait for it. Just quick little one-touch stuff now by the Bluebirds. Definitely about a hand, seemingly taking control and giving it to Parrott. Back to Adete we go. And then to Niakua. There's one assist so far this afternoon. I'm sure he'd like to add another, and perhaps a goal.
Yeah,
holding up nicely, however.
He's been superb today. His attacking play's just been brilliant, holding up the ball in dangerous areas and then getting into the right positions to finish it off, and he got his assist.
It's a little too much there, unfortunately, from Conte. Gives away the free kick in the end, but it is composed from City. Now the Bluebirds looking for two more changes. Will Spears and Cole Fleming looking to join the action. Sekou Kaba coming off alongside Raheem Conte. We've both put in really good performances, it's got to be said, really assured stuff from the young Bluebirds out there. This afternoon they can be happy with those 63 minutes or so of play.
Yeah, they've both made a real impact today, really impressive stuff.
Now, Cole Fleming, for those who may have watched last time out for the 21s at CCS, came off the bench late into the match in a 4-0 win and scored the fourth, which was an absolute belter from about 25 yards out. Now that match was a bit more open than this one. Barnsley certainly have plenty to play for with just over 25 minutes remaining. Here's Niakua, holds up nicely. Looks to have been fouled there, definitely pushed in the back and on to the floor, but wins the free kick. Now Gabadahan goes sideways towards Cook. That's another foul there on Troy Parrott in this case. Towards Spears, first touch of the ball there. Here's Lawler. Bit of a press now from the visitors, but not on Armstrong, just plenty of time for him as he goes back to Lawler on this near side. Left footed, he puts the ball forward, and what a ball that is towards Troy Parrott. Unfortunately not quite able to bring it down as he'd like. Let's just have the ball again. Cook picks it up nicely. Got a hand back to Armstrong. Armstrong to Cook, but it's cut out. Now the square ball's gone to nobody but Dylan Lawler. Cuts that one out nicely. Just good to see that they are resetting and defensively sound there.
Yeah, Lawler's been really key today. He's just read everything. He's in the perfect position there to get rid of the danger, but every attack Barnsley have had, the City defence have done really well and managed to not let them trouble them too much.
So they just need to keep switched on now. Rare loose pass via Armstrong towards Cook for that one. It's so good otherwise this afternoon. That's another free kick now for a foul on the substitute called Fleming. Parrott with the ball towards Beecher. Oh, the touch hasn't quite gone as he'd have liked. Ball's run past him. And a throw in for the visitors. McCann to the keeper. Keeper back to McCann. Goes long. Lawler's there once again to pick it out. Now here's Fleming. Got an option behind him with Will Spears. Fleming again now, looking energetic with the ball at his feet. Now Spears to Fleming. Perrott into Spears. He crosses it in. Oh, just offside by Tanasa Niakua. Looked to have perhaps beaten the offside trap as he looked to backheel that one past the goalkeeper. What a great build-up.
Yeah, really smart build-up there from City. Nice 1-2 passes, and they've made a great opportunity there and just unfortunately made us run slightly too soon.
Great intent, looked right off the training ground, didn't it? Just so fluid.
Yeah, it was really impressive stuff there.
Now here come the Tykes, but the pass is loose. Giles gets it well enough. Gabadahan finds Beecher, though it looks like it. He in turn finds Troy Perrott in the central position. He's got the ball on the edge of the area, Troy. He's taken the contact and gone down, but the referee said there's not quite enough there for the free kick. And the ball is back at the feet of Barnsley players once again. Adam Hayton finds Makiesi with that short pass and is back at his feet once again now. Battle there between Lawler and Barnsley captain Josiah Dyer. Armstrong finds Adete Gabadahan. It's headed back into the midfield. Now Barnsley looking to redistribute. There you go again. Options around him, goes for Adam Hayton. On the far side they go. Keeper, ball at his feet again. Picking out Makiesi. Lawler's on the end of it, looks for Giles. Finds him, lays it off to Beecher, to Gabadahan, to Perrott. Back to Louis Giles we go, and what a pass that was. In we go towards Fleming, and it's a corner kick now for the Bluebirds, but how just incisive was that passing in the build-up there?
Yeah, really impressive stuff to firstly work their way out of danger and then get on the counter, and that was a brilliant incisive pass through, and Giles had the right idea there, but just not quite enough on it, and the Barnsley defenders done really well to get across and get rid of the danger.
With that, getting the thumbs up from Cole Fleming there, who looked poised to strike. Just switching it up nicely from those short passes to being just really incisive and breaking through those lines. Just 2 passes there from City being in their own half to in the edge of the 6-yard area. And here's the cross. It's going to cross the face of goal there towards Nyakua, but beyond his reach, however.
Yeah, he did really well at the back post there to get free of his marker, but just not quite able to get the header on target.
Oh, nicely done. Satan takes the goal kick. Phil Fleming wins it, getting it back to Will Spears comfortably. Spears again from Lawler. Looks forwards towards Perrott. Fleming to Spears on this far side now. City just breaking the press. Finding space again and resetting. And here's Cook. Ventures forward, picks out Cody Twos. To Lawler and in turn to Armstrong. Just under 20 minutes left here at CCS. Armstrong, back to Twos we go. He's got the ball at his feet and finds Giles somehow. Into the number 8's feet again. I just under hit the pass, unfortunately. Looks to win it back though. Lawler just standing up his man, but it's gone loose. And who's there? It's Troy Perrott again. Betty Gabaraham got pressure from behind.
Yeah, you can see the intensity they're playing with, just trying to win that ball back in the attacking third. And that's exactly what's helped Cardiff get their lead today.
Lawler just hanging the ball up well there. An absolute tit for tat, I think, on that far side. Free kick for the Bluebirds in the end. Could have gone either way. What a build-up this was on the replay. So close, just offside and not quite able to find the marker. Now a free kick for the Bluebirds. It's Will Spears standing over it. Goes for the cross. Gabalahan gets to it. Goes back across the face of goal. Before Louis Giles is able to get a touch on, it does go out for a goal kick.
Yeah, that was a brilliant delivery into the box there, into a really dangerous area, and he was unlucky not to keep the header down.
There's a pressure from Adam Hayton as well. I think he did well. Cadete just doing enough to win that battle. Now on the far side, visitors. Cole Fleming gets a touch on the pass, just doing enough to send it out for a throw-in. Barnsley take it. Fleming's got it again though. Wins a free kick nicely in the end. Just a tug on the shirt. Will Spears takes the free kick. Freddie Cook's pass is a little loose, so you have to reset defensively and quickly. And here's Beecher. It's well done in the end. Now another change it looks like for Barnsley. Luke Alker, number 15, coming on. trying to take the throw in. Held up by Lawler. Beecher gets the ball though, gets it to Gabadahan, and they quickly work it forwards between them. Now who's away? One back by Barnsley. And again, it's now their turn to reset before going forwards. Gabadahan looks to press on the trialist, but she's cycled again. Nathan James being that platform for the Tykes, as he has been throughout the afternoon, really. Alongside Bailey McCann, who puts it forwards. Now on this near side, Michalko with his first real involvement. It's the ball centrally. Will Spears heads it forwards. And clipped again towards Fleming, who has just conceded the foul. Unfortunately there, just clipped his man.
Yeah, Barnsley have started to be a bit more threatening coming forwards, and City just need to calm it down slightly and get their composure back and gain a bit of that possession and control they had earlier in the game.
Some medical attention needed on the pitch here as City look to make a sub. Dakar Fico looks set to join. And I think it's fair to say that this match has been more or less on a knife edge for most of it. City having the better of the chances. It's a very, very fine margin in the scoreline currently though, and how important is it, do you think, that they just take this respite here and remain focused for the next 15 or so minutes?
Yeah, it's vital they just get a bit of that control back, calm it down a little bit. Last 5 minutes Barnsley have been chucking men forwards, so yeah, it's vital they get the control back of the game, and even though they've looked the better side throughout the game, it's important it stays that way.
Yeah, certainly that focus is so important. They've done really well so far against this side. And now another change for the Bluebirds, confirmed with Dakar Fico replacing Adete Gabadahan, who's really impressed, it's got to be said. I think he's swept up brilliantly in the midfield, used that physicality well, and always looking to get the ball forwards. Now the ball goes back to the feet of Cook. Pressure around him, but does well just to pick out Lawler. Dependable centre-back pairing with routine one for the 21s throughout this season. Really, the pair of them have worked well together. Now the visitors starting to think about throwing even more resources forwards, with the scoreline being as narrow as it is. But instead, it's an unforced error there, really. Armstrong with the ball at his feet, goes dead ahead towards twos, to Cook. Giles is here, looks forward towards Beecher, slightly overhit the pass unfortunately, and Hayton's got it at his feet now. Goalkeeper takes it outside of his area toward Nathan James. Back and forth they go. It's well cut out by Mafico, just reads the game so well defensively. Just what City need at this point in the fixture, with the score as it is. That's a cleft ball by the trialist, and it's gone out for a throw-in to Cardiff City. Here's Will Spears going back towards Lawler. Roller now looks up, goes to Dak right. Dak moves forward, just supporting, receives it, got the space and finds Giles right away into Beecher on this near left side. Left-footed cross. It's well done, but it's slightly overhit. With Fleming not quite able to chase up on it. Goes out for a throw-in in the end. And once again. Tykes love to get forward, but it's a battle in the park here. Spears just darts forward, dribbles so well, but here comes the skipper. Macchiesi on the ball now, finds fellow substitute Luke Alker. But it's put forward towards Nyakua. Now what can he do with it? That is whisker wide, isn't it?
Yeah, can't get much closer than that. It's a brilliant run through, and he'll be disappointed that he hasn't finished it there.
Absolutely, yeah, he's already got the assist to Natwa. That'll be a sore one for him, you'd think. He's someone who really likes to get on the ball and get those goals under his belt. But he's another one of them who just does well at keeping his head up, looking for those chances still, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see another one come his way with 10 minutes or so left to go. Have twos, but Nico in front of him goes left in towards Louis Giles. Giles back to Beecher, perhaps wisely with two men around him. Now Dak is dispossessed in the middle of the park. Beecher's making up the hard yards, however, to make this challenge on Alka. Does so. Really good work by Josh Beecher. Just kills that threat. Alka gets the cross in now. Trialist with the ball at his feet. It's comfortable enough in the end for Luke Armstrong. Testy couple of moments for the Bluebirds, but they've held up their own well defensively and now get to reset. From Armstrong to Cook. Back to Armstrong we go. Here's Lawler, he's just bounding forwards. Plenty of space afforded to him before he goes out to Niku on the far side. Now in he comes with the cross. And what a cross that is. As we said, he's a player who just keeps working. Tanaswa Niakua and delivers a terrific cross there. Troy Perrott perhaps a bit disappointed. Didn't manage to get that one in the back of the net, but he's done so well there just to read the ball, see the bounce of it, and get a powerful header that really did demand a good save from Adam Hayton.
Yeah, he's done really well there to get away from his marker and get a good contact on it, but that's brilliant goalkeeping to keep it out. But we expect him to maybe put it a little bit further in the corner there.
Again, City just showing that they are knocking on the door when they get forwards. It's another clear-cut chance for the Bluebirds. Another substitution now. Kieran Graham being brought on for Barnsley. Placing number 8, a trialist for the Tykes. And we'll get back underway with a throw-in for the visitors on this near side. Good little touch off Dak there. Lawler again just seemingly found a second win from somewhere. The energy he's got still. And to get back. And Beecher is marking his man there, trialist. And Lawler again battling. Stops the cross. Clears really well. It's great effort from Dylan. Impromptu headed effort there from Josiah Dyer. But it has gone wide. There's that chance again just on the replay. So close, isn't it?
Yeah, really, really close. Brilliant run through. Just wonder whether he could have put that to the other side there, but brilliant run, and he'll be slightly disappointed he hasn't found a goal with that.
Good chance to double the lead, but just over 4 minutes remaining here. Fortunate call there on the free kick, I think. As Nyakua is brought down. Parrott stood over it. Goes to Lawler. On the right. Nearer now to Cook. And Armstrong in turn. Now Armstrong kicks ahead. Nyakua goes for it, a header. Tries a makeshift shot really on the half volley. Sees the keeper off his line, but it's not quite caught the way he'd have liked. It's out for a goal kick. Beecher hunting his man down now. Good pressure again from City. It does mean that the Tykes are able to come at it. Some direct passing forwards. The linesman's flag is up. That's another throw in for the Bluebirds. A slight respite for the hosts. Here's Armstrong at the back. Cook clips it towards this near side with Louis Giles, who darts forwards. Beecher waiting there, just inside on the offside line. Ducks in for Giles. It's another throw in for City. So it is going long towards Beecher. Opts against it. Finds Nyakua instead. Beecher quickly recycling towards Troy Parrott, takes a nice turn. And then again towards twos. Fleming, just on the edge of the box, he's held out however. The City do win it back in Parrott. Now here's Dak. Wisely puts it out towards Spears. It's a good cross in, but it is cut out. Now again, Parrott to Fleming. Takes a shot perhaps, yes, and it's saved by Hayton. Had to dive to get on top of that one.
Yeah, he's done well to find himself the opportunity to get a strike on goal and just test the keeper there.
Yeah, he's not got quite the connection he'd liked, but it still has forced a good save from Hayton in the end. Now in the meantime, that ball forward has been collected calmly by Armstrong. Minute left on the clock. Can't imagine there'll be too much added on in terms of stoppages here. Now here's Beecher on this near side. It's just started running quite heavily in the last 10 seconds or so. Now on the far side, Spears with the ball, takes it on himself towards the goal line. Crosses in, perhaps slightly overhit. Still in though. Now Fleming turns. Looks to take the shot, but it's taken away from him. And Dak adjudged to have made a foul there in chasing that ball. The replay, just Fleming doing well, really. He's turned well onto it. Not quite got the connection. It's a bit of a grass cutter of a shot.
Yeah, he will have been hoping for a little bit more power on that, but initially he did well to find the space to open up.
Now Giles, terrific intervention there from the left wing back. Well done there by Fleming. As we're into stoppage time. Keeps it going, perhaps. Yeah, certainly pulled back correctly there for a free kick to Cardiff City.
Yeah, City have done really well this afternoon at transitioning quickly from defence into attack. They've broken really fast down both wings, and that was a great opportunity there, just pulled back by the Barnsley defender.
Now Lawler picks out Spears. Lawler again, just looking for the options around him. Unfortunately, the pass a little forced, and it's overturned with the visitors now, but once again Cook just read that so well on the receiving end of that pass.
Yeah, Cook and Lawler at the back today, they've really soaked up all the danger, and then when in possession they've been nice and calm and started those attacks.
Yeah, they've had all sorts of threats to put up with, I think, this afternoon, as Declan Fico comes forwards, picks out Niakua by the looks of it, but he's cut out nicely. Otherwise that would certainly have spelled a clear-cut chance as Niakua was getting into the area. That's gone out. Now how much longer to be added on do we think?
I doubt there'll be too much. Hasn't been too many stoppages, bar maybe one or two breaks in play for injuries.
Here we are. Throw in. Fico clips it forwards. Giles wins it. And on we go. Twos out to Spears on the far side now. He's got Fleming in front of him, but opts to go inside instead. Out to Fleming. It's a great cross in. It's cut out nicely. Giles now having to defend. Gets a crucial foot on that one. It's out for a throw in. Seconds left, you'd think, here at CCS. Giles now just taking the throw in. Launched forwards. And Giles. Two's doing really well alongside Dak there, just to dispossess before that one became a dangerous chance. Niakua in the 50-50 is dispossessed, but Two's gets another foot on it. It's another throw in. Barnsley are going to have to really up the tempo and get forwards, I think, if this is to continue beyond the next couple of seconds. Back in the midfield. Fantastic work there from Dak. Niakua just getting his body on the line, stop that ball getting clipped forwards. Fleming likewise. Niakua to Fleming, he's bursting away here. Josh Beecher on the near side, depending on how he puts it. Now, Beecher perhaps a little frustrated as City win the corner kick, but I don't think there's much more Fleming could have done at all there, given the angle was completely blocked off.
Yeah, it was a really good recovery from the Barnsley defender, using his pace to get back there, but Fleming did all he could really, breaking forwards, and there was just no angle in the end to come in and have a shot.
Yeah, he's made up a lot of ground there. That's number 14, the substitute, Kieran Graham. Now just a corner kick. City not committing too many bodies forwards, with Cook and Beecher hanging back. Two's just in front. They opt to go short. Referee blows up right away. No need for any theatrics at the end here. And it's another 3 points on the board for Cardiff City, following, I would say, just a very impressive overall performance. Despite not scoring quite as many as they'd like, I think the composure throughout the full 90 minutes was impressive.
Yeah, they're really calm today, controlled the game, and they just chose their moments when to go forward. They didn't rush anything, and they got all 3 points, which is what they wanted.
We'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to this afternoon's Under-21s fixture with Cardiff City TV. We look forward to catching you next time as the 21s continue their campaign. Before that, of course, we've got a Good Friday fixture against Sheffield United for the first team. Catch us with Cardiff City TV for audio commentary. Kick off 5:30 on Good Friday.
Thank you.